Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we have a very interesting watch in front of us. This is the DUMOREAU DM-01, a new watch coming out of California from a new micro brand, and they're producing their first model, which was actually they produced their first model, which is right in front of you right now, the DM-01. It does come in kind of a salmon dial as well. This one is limited to a certain number of pieces, as well as the salmon dial. They come in at around 395 US dollars, and the owner behind this company actually has a big background in design and architecture. So as you can probably see by the looks of this watch, much of that went into building this actual watch. I think it's a pretty cool watch. It has some nice specs and specifications for the actual price of the watch, and the quality I think is there for the money from the time I've spent with it. Very interesting waffle style dial, nice blue color. And I'll show you the packaging, what it actually came in, what's on my wrist today. And we'll go into a little more depth about the owner of the company as well. So on my wrist today is the Oceanica Barracuda. This was a watch, a micro-brand watch as well that was released. I believe this one goes in stock in about a week or so. This is actually a prototype on the rubber band, but yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. I'll get you a little closer in on the look of the cool dial of this watch. Basically, this company was founded in 2021 in Huntington Beach, California. California is on the West Coast if you're not from the United States. And it was founded by Carlo Aiello. And the main goal of the company is to basically make high design American luxury timepieces at affordable prices. The company's name actually comes from the French surname Moreau, which is part of the founder's heritage. That's quite interesting there. He's won many awards actually, and he's won a Red Dot Award, the Good Design Award, and the ICFF Award with his designs, which have also been included in the permanent collection of the Chicago Museum of Architecture and Design and the San Francisco Museum of Craft and Design, which is pretty cool. Now let's take a look at the packaging. In diameter, it's 38.6 millimeters, so it's a very nice size for the modern man, I would say. Lug to lug, we're looking at about 47 millimeters, although this does have an integrated bracelet, but from here to here, you're looking at 47 millimeters, which is pretty nice. Including the sapphire crystal, we're looking at 10.4 millimeters, which is really, really thin. So kudos to them for that. Obviously, on this kind of bracelet, you do want a thin case. The watch is crafted of solid 316L brushed stainless steel all around, as you can see, besides the edges of the bezel, which are polished, going all around there. Very interesting case. You have the cutouts on the side of the case. Then you have kind of a squared off crown there, which is screwed down, which allows this watch to actually achieve 100 meters of water resistance, which is pretty nice. I mean, this is a very capable watch. You can wear it every day to take in the pool, shower. You can even go in the water in the ocean with it if you wanted to. Don't go diving with it, but you can definitely take it for a quick dip in the water, which is very nice to see. The crown is screwed down as well and very secure. Now, some other stuff about this watch. We'll get into the movement a little bit later. It does have an integrated bracelet, and this watch actually is assembled in California, which I thought was pretty cool, from American, Chinese, Japanese, and Swiss components. But yeah, overall it's a very nice looking watch. Obviously, getting a little closer on this blue dial, which really is the star of this watch, you can see we have a nice waffle style dial. It's very neatly done. You have applied markers with blue Swiss Superluminova, which is BGW9, I believe. Nice long sweeping seconds hand, reaches all the way out to the edge. You get a nice custom cut sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, very legible. And it is clear anti-reflective coating, so I don't see any of that blue coming off of it. But yeah, just a very neat dial. DUMOREAU is printed, automatic above 6, very simple. As you can see there, you do have minute markings going around the dial as well. Everything looks pretty neat. The actual crown, if you can see, is signed as well with their logo in a spiral brushed finish. And then you have these cool cutouts on the brushed sides of the case, which I thought was very interesting. That's just my opinion though. Definitely looks a bit different. Obviously it's going for that kind of genta design with the bracelet, but it is a very nice bracelet. It's integrated, tapers from 22 at the top all the way down to 16 millimeters. So a very nice taper, very nice finishing on the edges, which is slightly polished as well, and extremely fluent. I was really surprised by the actual fluidity of this bracelet. It is held in, as you can see here, if I can get the macro, it is held in by pins, if I can see this. get in. It is held in by pins here, as you can see, which you'll have to knock out. But the actual bracelet actually gleams very nicely in the light, as you can see, which I really do like. It's a comfortable bracelet. It's not going to pull hair. It's completely brushed, and the finishing on the bracelet is just as good as the finishing on the case. Now, the main thing, what's actually inside of this watch? So we get the Japanese Miyota 9039. It's a dateless version of the 9015 Japanese-made Miyota. You get 24 jewels, hand winding, hacking, and you do get a beat rate of 4 Hertz or 28,800 beats per hour. We do get that screwed down crown here. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew it. I must say, the crown's a little odd compared to me. You kind of have to hit it from a side, use one side, since it's a square. And then it unscrews very nicely. So yeah, just a little different way to kind of unscrew the crown. But it does have a very nice tube and pop out, as you can see there. It is very sturdy. First position, we do get self-winding. It is actually running ready. In one position, the seconds hand will halt, and we can precisely set the time here, which I think is works pretty nicely. It's very smooth. Push that back down, and then we can screw the crown back in, as you can see here. You kind of have to grab onto one side and then screw it in like that, because it is a square, kind of squared off crown. Once it's screwed in, it's very firm and everything's fine. But yeah, the bracelet, let's get to the clasp now. The clasp itself is a butterfly style deployment with their logo right here. So it's 2 buttons. Opens up to this nice clasp here, as you can see. Very long clasp, a bit different than some other watches I've seen. Pretty solid pushers here, so no issues there. And then it does close, as you can see here. Oops. It does close very firmly, and everything stays in very nicely. And you do get the logo right there. Now the actual case back, getting a closer look, very simple, held down by 4 screws, circular brushed finish. Their logo, sapphire crystal, Miyota 9039, just some 100 meters, just some basic specifications, which I think looks fine. Jumping right into a lume shot, as you can see, obviously on the screen, the lume is very good. It's applied very nicely, especially on that 12, 3, 6, and 9, and the nice thin applied markers. And the hands as well, very evenly applied, very bright and potent. This one does last a long time. It is a nice blue BGW9, and I think they did a good job on the lume. Yeah, I mean, what more to say? I think it looks very nice. On my 6.5-inch wrist, the watch really sits at home on my wrist. It's a very nice size, about 38 diameter with the 47 lug to lug, and it really does fit very nice. I like the way it looks. The bracelet has a nice gleam to it as well. And that dial is just really always kind of staring you in the eyes with that nice waffle pattern. As you can see there, across my wrist, it fits just perfectly. My wrist is 6.75 inches. So definitely a nice fit on a 6.5 to 7-inch wrist. Furthermore, guys, for their first release, I think they're doing a pretty good job. So definitely kudos to the man Carlo who created this brand. I think he's going to be producing a lot more watches. He told me he's going to try to produce 1 watch a year. I believe there was 140 pieces of the blue produced and only 50 of the salmon dial, which are available on their website. I will drop a link down in the description below so you can check them out after this video. But everything's pretty nice, down from the case cut, the interesting cutouts on the side of the case, and the very nice articulating bracelet, which I do appreciate. Everything really looks right at home. Nothing really looks out of place. Everything kind of looks, you know, perfect and symmetrical, as you should call it, because there is no date on this watch. And yeah, it comes with a decent movement for the price. I think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. It's definitely a well-made and well-finished watch, down from the same quality of finishing, I'd say, on the case as the bracelet, which is kind of rare in the micro-brand world. One thing I would change is probably the crown. Maybe make it a bit more circular, I'd say. I think it would look pretty cool. Obviously, it still functions as it is, but that's just, you know, nitpicking at just some things I'd like to see changed. Other than that, the bracelet's great, comes with a great movement. The dial is perfect. The lume is great. You get a nice custom cut sapphire crystal, because that is not a circular sapphire crystal. So that has to be custom cut. Anyway, guys, that's going to be pretty much it. I think it's a pretty decent release. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As usual, this is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with the new DM-01 from DUMOREAU. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for tuning in once again. Bye.